Alright, so in the previous video we have seen the if statement, if conditional statement, and if you look in here we have some sort of boolean here which is true or false. So if age is say greater than 18, your age is greater than 18. Alright, so now what if say if this condition is false, because say if name equal to Yazdani, say we show that name is equal to Yazdani. So if we go ahead and we put a name double equal to say we put a Yazdani, then we're going to display, because here we have a variable that we said the name is Yazdani. Alright, so now what if say your name is Yazdani, else your name is, for example, is Yazdani, then you guys need to put another one. Is going to be else. Why we put a else? Else is something that what if the name is not Yazdani, what are you going to do? So you're going to put a console, and then you can put say your name is not Yazdani. Alright, so now what we're going to do here is that we're going to put this one as a lowercase. Now I want to just show you guys the strings as well. So if you guys hit Control S to save, so what happens here, this Yazdani with lowercase y and this Yazdani with uppercase y is two distinct, different string. So now the strings on here which we declared and the string in here which we are checking is two different. So then we're gonna see this your name is not Yazdani, because this y is not different to this this y. Alright, so now if you look in here, it says that your name is not Yazdani. So if you look at this line, why says your name is not Yazdani? If you're looking here, if you are observing here Yazdani with lowercase, and if you look in here we have Yazdani, our declared name variable is Yazdani with lowercase, but we are checking here if name is equal to uppercase Yazdani, and now it checks the condition. It checks this condition here and looks here, is the name is Yazdani? No, it's because this was not matching this one. And looking here, then the computer say, alright, if this one's not correct, then it brings this one. So you guys going to see the second one. The else is just like the alternative of say if something happens, if it's true, then what if it's not true, then it's going to be false, because false is opposite to the true. That's how we can see here your name is not Yazdani. That's exactly what you see here. So now if you wanna, for example, if you're gonna make a program, say how to find the numbers of if the numbers is even or odd. So we're gonna use the modulus, something called modulus operator. And what is modulus operator? Modulus operator tells us about say if the number is has a remainder or not. So for example, now if you get a say telling the user, asking user to put some sort of number, say we're gonna put a console, and we're gonna put enter, say please enter a number, for example, to see if the number is even or odd. So and then we're gonna put something like a read line that we already know. So we put a variable given to make it more definitive. So you can put a given num, because we're going to get something from the user, and we're going to put a console read line. If you look in here, C# completes that for us. So here we are asking the user to enter some sort of number, and here we are putting console.read line, and we're going to assign whatever we're going to get from the user to this variable, a given number. So whatever the user is going to put, say for example, what if the user put a say string or something, then you guys can parse it. We can put a int, we're going to put a try parse, going to parse it, And what we're gonna parse if the user puts a string, because here the user may not put a number, the user may put something else. So we're gonna put a parse here. Then we can give a num. That's the first part, and you can put a out int number. So we can put out, we can put int, as you guys are gonna see here. Try parse string. So that's the first one. Converts the string representation of a number into 32-bit signed integer equivalent. So what it says here, this line here, you guys make sure whenever you guys programming, make sure you guys do some sort of safeguards in place. So the user may not put a number. For example, what if the user puts something else? So converse here, you guys gonna put a bool int dot try parse and get string, because if the user puts a string here, out int result, you guys can put out int result, and it says converts the string representation of a number into 32-bit signed integer equivalent. A return value indicates that the value conversion is needed. So we just put it just in case if the user put something, say in here, in whatever we asking the user. So we put a result here, and then now we can put our if. Say now our if, and we can put else as well here, because we either has a even number or we have a odd number. Say for example, now we're gonna put a if, say now what's the condition, if result, we can put result here, and what's the result, we put a modulus 2 double equal to 0. If the whatever the user put it, the integer whatever the user put it, if it's modulus 2 and if everything's okay, and if it's we don't have any remainder here, then we're gonna put your number is even, for example, because there is no remainder. If there is a remainder, it means the number is odd. So your you put a number is even. What if the user puts something else? Then we're gonna copy this guy here and we're gonna paste it here. Then we're gonna say your number is odd. Very easy program. So now your number is, then we're gonna put odd. If you don't understand even and odd, say now this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is even, but the numbers, say for example 1, 3, 5 and 7 are odd numbers, just in case if you don't understand the even and odd. Alright, so now we're gonna see our program. We are asking the user to put some sort of number. We're gonna take the user, and we're gonna take whatever the user is gonna put it here. We're gonna read the line and we're gonna assign to this given number. So here we're gonna check if the user is gonna put a string, we're gonna convert it. So here this guy is gonna put it here, that's, and whatever if the user is gonna put a string, and we're gonna check here. So here this results, we're gonna check this result, modulus 2 equal to 0. If the number is even, we're gonna display this line. If the number is odd, we're gonna display this line. Okay, so if we're gonna run our program, alright, so now we're gonna enter some sort of number, as our program is asking to enter some sort of number. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put a, say for example 20. So now we check, it says the number is even. How did the computer know that our number is even? Because we put say we entered 20 because of this line here. This checks the condition. As soon as it detects the condition is even, it's going to display this line. Say now if we try to put a odd, then if it has a remainder of say 1, it's going to give you guys 1. So now what if we put 21, for example? So now we check 21, and you're going to see this one, because this not, you guys can't divide this one onto 2 equal parts. so the number has to be odd. It doesn't matter what number you guys gonna put. You guys can put 1,000, and you guys gonna see 1,000 is even. But even if you guys gonna put this 1,001, for example, so now we're gonna put say 1,001. So now we put a 1001, for example. It gives us the number is odd. So how cool is this program? Because it checks our condition. If the number is there's no remainder, is even. If it's a remainder, it has a remainder, then it's going to be odd. Very easy. You can build a cool program with if and else. Say in programming, if your character or sprite jumps, if shoots, kills the villain or kills the say a monster. So if the monster is chasing in your game, so if it's say not shooting, then it's not going to happen. If the sprite runs and this happens, if they stops, this event is going to happen. So if and else plays a very important role in programming. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Cryowood. If you guys have any question or comment, leave in the comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.